This right here will be a classic one day. Ronnie and I sitting together and
with my school teacher and my music teacher.
I mean, people don't really realize what the roads we did slice. You know, I mean, as an artist, I had 4 hit records. As a producer, I had 13 hit records.
Big songs. These are big. Suzy-Q. I saw where Suzy-Q was the top 5 songs of rock and roll of the world that had been covered by other people more than any other song.
We went in and demoed, but laid it down a couple of times. That a friend of mine was a disc jockey there at a radio station called KENT in Shreveport. And so we had an hour and a half of the studio, I mean, to be able to lay down that song. And the thing about it is, and this will always be true, you got to find it or create it, you got to learn it before you can perform it. And we knew the song when we went in the studio. I mean, there wasn't no 2 ways about it.
James Burton, that booger wasn't but 17 or 18 years old when he hit that Suzy-Q lick.
He was 15.
15?
15 years old.
That lick has been copied. Every ride a guitar player took, he put that Suzy-Q lick in there for years.
Yep.
Everybody copied that lick.
Yep.
And I didn't even know it was my cousin, Dale Hawkins. We were learning the song on the jukebox and learning the song, and I thought it was some black cat.
That's what he told me. That was so funny, man.
I never heard. We called him Delmer Allen. I didn't know no Dale Hawkins. This ain't, you know. We learned the song. It was 6 months before I found out he was my cousin. Just about everybody on the Hawkins side, all my aunts, cousins, I was the only one that couldn't play anything. Everybody else played everything. And my sister did a lot of research before she died about the Hawkins name and all, you know, just for something to do. And she found a list in an old trunk somewhere, was a song list that my dad and his 3 brothers played, called the Hawkins Band, and had the name of the songs that they played when they go out and play and make a little moonshine money.
When was you in there, Ronnie, in the Memphis?
Well, I went there in '52, that summer of '52, to try to learn everything. I couldn't get a living. I couldn't even get a job, hardly. Everybody's saying how successful I was when I went through Memphis and did all this. I didn't want to tell them it. Sometimes I had to buy the band a beer before they'd let me sing one. The Memphis Sun Records session boys, there was about 7 of them that played on all the records of everybody at Sun. They had been in bands that had seen me play in Fayetteville here and wherever they let me play with them, and they were going to give me $100 a week and all expenses to be the front man. So boy, I told everybody in the state of Arkansas twice, the Memphis boys want me. and Jimmy's typical thing happened. By the time I got packed and told everybody for the 3rd time I'm going to Memphis to front the Sun Record boys, the band broke up over who was going to be leader. I couldn't go back. I couldn't go back. It had ridden me to death. So I went to West Helena with Jimmy Ray Paulman, and that's when we started rehearsing with Levon and Will Pop Jones and started playing around a little bit, and that's the first crew I took to Canada. I didn't take a bass because the bass player that we had had a few habits that wouldn't work. And so we went up. I got a chance to go, so I said, I'll go without a bass. Just turned that left hand up on the piano, and Levon loosened his bass drum a little bit where it would sound like a thump with a bass. And we had a monkey act. I had me a monkey act together. I could do them back flips, and front flips, and all that stuff.
I was the first white artist to play the Apollo Theater.
But I want to tell you something. I went down there to the Apollo to see Sam Cooke. And then, boy, what a spot that was. I didn't know you played the Apollo.
Yeah, I was the first white artist on chess.
Talk about what it was like to play the Apollo, and if you ever watched people like Jackie Wilson or Clyde McPhatter?
Jackie Wilson was one of my best friends, man. Clyde McPhatter, I loved. I tell you what, he was to me one of the best singers. I'd have to say it again. Clyde McPhatter was my favorite singer. And I got to play dice at shooting it on the floor at the back of the Apollo Theater, man. He showed me how to play. And the dice game was called 3, 4, 5. I didn't know what the heck was going on, but to get out on the floor and roll them, and I won all this money. I didn't take it, I just split it with him. I said, man, thanks for teaching me. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, when
You're sitting there with somebody
Taking all
that
his
you
money.
admired. When he went, yeah.
Oh, he was a
You
wonderful
know,
singer.
I was running barefooted up and down the streets of Mangum when that was going on, you know.
Then what?
Then what? Let me have a drink here and start to talk. I ran into some of the greatest musicians and people that I ever met in my life.